Now let's work these tuck stitches. If you've never worked a tuck stitch, let me tell you, it is much easier than what you think. And it's a wonderful way to add texture and play with color. Now my swatch is knit flat, but the technique will be exactly the same. It'll just be easier for me to demonstrate. So I'm gonna pick up on round 7 in step 3. So step 3, round 7, page 5 of our pattern. And round 7 is literally just called round 7 parentheses tuck round, so you know where you are. And for my demonstration, I pretty much stuck to the pattern, except I don't have any eyelets. When you reach round 7, you're gonna have some eyelets. And these eyelets were just placed to change the shape of your cowlet from a triangle to a circle to give you some more real estate. So everything's the same except I don't have eyelets. So I'm picking up on round 7, and when you get to round 7, you're already going to have 4 rounds of stockinette knitting with your contrasting color. So you've already worked rounds 3 to 6, which say with the first CC, knit, and then you cut your CC. Now we're going to turn this stripe that we knit in our CC, our contrasting color, into a tuck using our main color. Remember, we did not cut our main color. We're going to use it now. So round 7 says, with main color, that is my gold, drop the red. On wrong side of work. So I am just going to flip my work over. I'm not turning. I'm just going to flip it over to see the wrong side of work. Pick up the purl bump that is 4 rows down from your next stitch. Guess what? Because we're working in different colors, we don't have to count nothing. Instead, I'm just going to pick up the purl bump that is directly under my first stitch. I'm going to pick up the purl bump that is in the main color, that is directly under my first stitch. So the first one always looks a little wonky. I'm going to pick up that purl bump, return to the front of my work, and place that purl bump onto my left needle. Be mindful of all your tails. And then you're going to knit this purl bump together with your first stitch, using your main color. And this will close up that tuck. And that's what it looks like on the back side. Now we're going to find the other purl bump in your main color that is directly below your next stitch. Put that onto my left needle. I like to use my right needle and put it on my left needle. Do whatever works for you. Just get that purl bump onto your left needle, so that way you can then knit it together with your next stitch, making sure you're using your main color. And I'm going to keep going. Look for your next purl bump that's in your main color and place it onto your left needle, and then you knit two together. So this tuck row will take you a little bit more time, but just look how cute that tuck is starting to turn out. It is adorable. Now, the only thing I'm struggling with doing this is I have a giant camera in front of my face. It should be easier for you at home once you get the hang of it. And if you're ever unsure, say you're not using a contrasting color, say you're working this all in one color, you can just count what's next and just count the purl bumps. So here's a purl bump on the needle. 1 purl bump, 2 purl bump, 3 purl bump, 4 purl bump. we're just looking for that fourth purl bump down, directly down from your next stitch. It is just easier to look for the purl bump that is knit in your main color. So I'm just going to pick that up. And by closing up your tuck stitch with your main color, then you already are set up to continue on with your main color. Now later on in the pattern will tell you, and this is starting on rounds 38 and beyond, you are going to be closing your tuck using a contrasting color. Like it will literally say in the following rounds, the pattern says once you reach round 38, in the following rounds, we will be using contrasting colors only. And there you have it. Some beautiful, quick tuck stitch. I hope this helped.